Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this, pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go, and today's starter, Andrew Abbott.
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
As the lefty gets to work, swinging a foul straight back.
First pitch, 640.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count even 1-1. And there's the strike. Up the middle, De La Cruz slings to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Weston Wilson.
Well, he's been incredible recently, Boog. Last month, his on-base percentage was over 500. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't think my on-base percentage was ever 500 in a month. This guy's so disciplined as a hitter. It leads him to finding good pitches to hit, and he's got the patience to just take a walk as well.
Alec Bohm at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one almost got him.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
1 down, base is empty. And a strike. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Fraley should have it. They got it for out number 2.
That is third. The first baseman, number 3.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. There's a strike. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Up and in, and a count 1-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Back, gone. He leaves the yard to right, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. And that's in there for strike 1.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center, and makes the grab. And that is that. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now 1-0. Back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod on the mound. Aaron Nola, what do you look for here?
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Jake Fraley stands in now and watches strike one. Fraley hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. And the 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Castellanos makes the grab, one away. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Gavin Lux.
And Boo, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Gavin Lux stands in here, takes ball one low. The 1-1. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it.
That is good. That's good stuff.
One gone, runner at first. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. That clips the corner.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
The pitch. And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off. And here it comes. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Second inning set to go. And here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
The wind and the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, they gave that one a pretty good ride down the line, but it hooked just foul down in the corner. That could have been an easy double if it stayed fair.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Kicks and fires. Now 1-1. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Slice down the right side. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Friedel going back. And that one hops the wall. Real Muto into second, and he's got a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Ball one there.
1 ball, no strike.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Real Muto over at second, 1 down. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Friedel calls it in, 2 away. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Runner at first with 2 away. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Abbott checks over to first, and he's back. And it's fouled away. And the pitch. And that one clips the corner.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. The 1-2. And another ball. Hit in the air, center field. Friedel makes his way towards it. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Nola back to work. That one missed.
1-0.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And now the DH, Matt McClain. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting 7. The center fielder,
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, I don't think anyone was surprised to see Nola have success in the majors. He was a star in college, playing for LSU, becoming a finalist for the 2014 Golden Spikes Award. He's one of the top amateur baseball players in the country.
Castellanos makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
So digging in, Spencer Steer. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And here is Reese Hines. Late on that fastball. Two on, 2 outs. Not close with that one. 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one hit to right. Castellanos gets under it. Makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Reds strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. set for the start of the inning. Trey Turner now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And now the lefty. Right through there, got him. And one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Here's Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Pitch misses there, and 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's a full count. Boom. The runner at second with 1 away. Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, 1 out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Gonna count 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. So the bases are loaded here. 1 man gone. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That's down and in.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Bases loaded, one away here in the second game of the series. That's through there for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The pitch. And there's a ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Kicks and deals. That's smacked on a line to center. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now it is JT Realmuto. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Can't glove it cleanly to first, and he just gets it there in time. 1 away.
Second baseman.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. The Phils leading by 3 here in the last half of the third. Realmuto up with it. Fires to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
De La Cruz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Lifted in the air out to left. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here in Cincinnati, and stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. Sosa in his 5th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Panama. Ground ball up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. That leaves him without a throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first. Man at first, now Weston Wilson singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fastball for a strike. Snap throw to first. Sosa back easily. At the belt and fires. That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Sosa aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Johan Rojas. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Just missed. Man at first, one away. On the corner for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
And he deals. Bounce to the left side. And it gets by him.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Trey Turner at the plate. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hines puts it away. 2 away now.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Two outs.
Ball. Whoa.
That's in there. 1-2. Got him swinging. Phillies leave a couple, but they lead at 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jeimer Candelario. Nola back to work. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering down in the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Stevenson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Out to short, Turner. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
The designated hitter, number 9, Matt.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt McClain now at the plate. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Bounce to third, and that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Next for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl. That's outside, and that is ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 1-0. And downstairs. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first.
Yeah, he got it.
McLean off of first with 2 away. And a pitch. That one in there across the letters. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Real Muto to first. Out number 3. Reds leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. And now here is Harper. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Alexis Diaz getting ready to go. Santillan also getting ready. 0-1. That one hammered center field. Friedl going back. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. Fastball for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, right side. Lux throws to first in time. Schwarber out on the play. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And ball 1 to the right fielder. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 5-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Andrew Abbott will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So a lefty out of the pen, Brandon Williamson. He's into the game with the bases empty. Base is empty, one away. And now here is JT Realmuto. First pitch, and he just misses. One down, base is empty.
2-0.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's off the top of the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Man at second with one away. And now Edmundo Sosa. Upstairs. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first. 2 away. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Missing inside, and that's ball 1. That one missed. Realmuto on at second with 2 down. A little bit high, and it's 3-0. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now Spencer Steer. The wind to kick the pitch. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
2 balls, no strike.
The wind of the pitch. Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2.
That one in the dirt. Ball 3. Right-hander kicks, deals. Base hit, left center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Hines in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Next offering way off the plate. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Now back, left fielder, Jake Fraley.
So the batting order turns over. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch just misses. And that one hammered back there. Over the bullpen and out of here. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. And they've got their first run. It's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. In now for the Reds, Gavin Lux. And a foul ball. The Reds down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that. Two down, nobody on. And delivers outside.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 5-1. Top of the 6th inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat. Automatically, that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Here's Trey Turner. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 and 2.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
He was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So a man aboard. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. And there's the strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. It's 6-1.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple, but you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Here's Harper now. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that's down and away. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they push across 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Reds 1. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the 6th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch. Ball 1 there.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Number 3,
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's in the dirt. The Phillies leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Righty to the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now the catcher up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Strike one.
0-1.
That one the other way. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Righty delivers. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Next for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Man on second, two down.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Man at second. On the ground right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 6-2. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. And a pitch. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand it. All right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
On the ground to third. Candelario on to first. That's the first out in the top of the seventh.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. He's already homered here in this one. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 7-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Foul ball. One down, base is empty.
Bowling. 1-1.
Good eye right there. And that's in there at the knees. And here it comes. Got him looking. 2 gone now. 2 outs, base is empty. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. That's out to center field. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Throws to second, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. On the inside corner for a strike. The pitch. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
That pitch right there didn't even snip the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
So up next, Rhys Hines. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Steer on at first. Nobody out. And it's even up.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Off balance feed. There's one. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Nola throw to first. And he's back in there. He swings and fouls one off. And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Fly ball down the line. Schwarber in pursuit. Makes the catch.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop.
In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it's into the gap. One run across. Fraley around third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe. It's 7-4.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back in it. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Orion Kerkering. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. That's in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strong, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Inside.
Look, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. In the dirt, but cut close. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Right-handed reliever on the ground to third, and that should be extra bases. The run scores from third. It's 7-5, and that's a 2-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the 2nd game of the series. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 3 strikes.
And it skips into dirt. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 7 and the Reds 5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tony Santillan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Weston Wilson.
And he deals. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. The pitch. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Rojas started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. One down, base is empty. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-2. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Alexis Diaz up and throwing. Rogers, a left-hander, also throwing. That one not close, and the count is 2-2. And the right-hander deals. And now it's filled up. The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here's Turner now. The shortstop takes the ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Kicks and fires. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now, Alec Bohm. It's the runner. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in Holtz, the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So 2 on with 2 away. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. First pitch misses. Santillan. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And another ball.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. And they're all loaded up.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it. Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
Bases loaded, 2 down. And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jordan Romano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Matt McClain. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Romano. An all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. That's down and in. A slider missed. And that's in the dirt. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. He did not go around. 3-1 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Line, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
First and second, no outs. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. So the tying run at second. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That's worth the price of admission. And they take the lead. It's 8-7. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Tanner Banks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines. In there at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Fraley stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next pitch misses way outside. Left-hand batter waits. Already 3 runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Laced down the line, took the extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And here is Gavin Lux. And a sac bunt here. Sends it across to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
There's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. A way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Fraley at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And the slider just misses. The shortstop takes a ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Sam Moll. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. The pitch. And a good eye there. Right through there for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses. Now 2-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
That's a base hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Now batting.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so.
Real Muto runs. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second, and fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Last chance for the Phillies. So here's the Phillies DH, Weston Wilson. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. Line drive. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds strand the tying run on base to win.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
And a final 8-7. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base.